What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Austin Williams versus Steve Rolls, and this was a 10-rounder in the middleweight division, and this fight was Saturday, September 23rd from the Caribe Royale in Orlando, Florida, and this fight was broadcasted on DAZN, and in this fight, Austin Williams improved his record to 15-0, Steve Rolls dropped to 22-3, as Williams picked up a clear unanimous decision victory in a fairly competitive fight. So I scored this bout 97-93 in favor of Austin Williams. I agreed with all three judges who scored it 97-93 for Williams. So this was a fairly competitive fight. I know the scorecard was a little bit wide, but there was a few rounds in there that were very, very close. Could have went either way. I could have saw how this fight could have been like 96-94. Maybe, just maybe 95-95. But that's pushing it in favor of Rolls. But I definitely think the judges got it right on this one. I was expecting the judges to have a much, much wider, like 99-91 for Williams, but they did a very, very good job. So just to break down my scorecard, I thought the first three rounds were really, really tight. The first two I gave to Austin Williams, but they were very, very close. I thought the first round Williams was dictating the pace, but Rolls landed some decent right hands. Round number two, the same. Rolls was landing some nice few shots, but Williams was just the one throwing and landing more. Round number three, though, I gave it to Steve Rolls. He was fairly active, landing some very good 1-2s. Then round number four, I gave to Austin Williams. I just thought he was just better overall in that round with just some of the better work, just more active. Round number five, I gave it to Steve Rolls. He was digging some very good straight right hands to the body, just was overall better with some counters. Round number six, I gave it to Williams, and number seven as well, because I thought Williams just had the better work, was just landing the better shots. Round number eight, I gave it to Steve Rolls because I thought, yet again, he had fairly good counters in that round. And then rounds 9 and 10, specifically round 9 was pretty close. I gave them both to Williams, but round 9, Williams, it was a close round, but Williams closed it out with a very good combination in the corner to close it. Then round number 10, I just thought Williams was pressing in the last 30 seconds with Steve Rolls on the ropes doing the better work. So in the end, that accumulates to a 97-93 scorecard in favor of Williams. And this goes into the question, what is next for him now, improving, like I said before, to 15-0. He's definitely a top 10 middleweight, I would say, top 10, top 15 range in the weight class. I know middleweight is fairly... it's a pretty bad weight class right now, I'm going to be honest. There's a lot of lack in talent when it gets past like the top 8, top 9 in the weight class, top 10. Many of the names are fairly unheard of. But, I mean, Williams is a fairly good fighter. Steve Rolls always gives a lot of these guys fairly tough fights. I know that Triple G completely washed him a few years ago, but he gave Edgar Berlanga a very tough fight, and he's also got some decent wins to his name. So... for Williams, what's next for him? I wouldn't mind seeing him step it up even more, maybe taking on someone like a Felix Cash in his next fight. That could be a very good fight to determine an established top 10 contender, because Austin Williams is either just on the brink of being in the top 10 or just in there. And I mean, honestly, I would love to see that Felix Cash fight, maybe even a fight with Denzel Bentley, someone around that level, top 10, top 15 in the middleweight division. But as for Steve Rolls losing here for the third time in his career, I think for him, he's going to continue on doing what he does best, getting a few wins, then fighting these tough guys, giving them competitive fights, and I think that's what he's going to continue on doing. He might pick up a big upset win against one of these guys in the future, but who knows. So overall, Austin Ammo Williams defeats Steve Rolls by a clear unanimous decision to improve his record to 15-0 and to get one of the better victories of his career thus far. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.